Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system, class 9. This is your physics lecture. Today we are going to solve the exercise of unit number 8. Topic is thermal properties of matter. This is the title page of your physics book for class 9. Yes, here we have the question number 1 of our exercise 8.1. Encircle the correct answer from the given choices. So here the first part is water freezes at. 4 options are given and we have to select the right option. Right option is water freezes at part C minus 273 kelvins. Part 2, normal human body temperature is. 4 options are given and we have to select the correct option. Correct option is part C, 37 degree Fahrenheit. Third MCQ, mercury is used as thermometric material because it has. Yes, the correct answer of part 3 is D, all the above properties. Part 4, which of the following material has large specific heat? Fourth one, the correct answer is C, water. Fifth, which of the following material has large value of temperature, coefficient of linear expansion? The correct answer is part A. Number 6. Number 7, a large water reservoir keeps the temperature of nearby land moderate due to. Yes, the correct answer is D, large specific heat of water. Part 8, which of the following affects evaporation? The correct answer is D, all of the above. Temperature, surface area of the liquid, wind. Next students, we have, yes, here we have the answers of all the MCQs which are given in your book exercise of unit number 8. Next we have the problems. Yes, we have total 10 numerical problems are given in the exercise of unit number 8. We will solve it one by one. Look here, the first numerical problem. Temperature of water in a beaker is 50 degrees centigrade. What is its value in Fahrenheit scale? Temperature in Celsius is given, which is 50 degrees centigrade. Temperature is in Fahrenheit is given. Yes, to calculate, we know about the formula, which will be Celsius plus 32. So 1.8 into 50, the value of Celsius is given, which is 50. By calculating all these values, we will get the temperature in Fahrenheit, which will be 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Numerical number 8.2, normal human body temperature is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Convert it into Celsius and Kelvin. Temperature in Fahrenheit scale is given. We have to calculate the temperatures of Celsius and Kelvin scale. To convert it into Celsius, we will use this formula. Fahrenheit is equal to 1.8 Celsius plus 32. By putting the values, yes, we will get the value of C, the Celsius. To calculate the temperature in kelvins or Fahrenheit, here formula is given. K is equal to C plus 273. By putting the above value in this equation, we will get the temperature in the kelvins or Fahrenheit. Numerical problem 8.3, calculate the increase in the length of an aluminium bar 2 meters long when heated from 0 degree centigrade to 20 degree centigrade if the thermal coefficient of linear expansion of aluminium is given, which is 2.5 into 10 ki power minus 5 kelvins. So original length of rod is LO 2 meters. Initial temperature is, yes, 0 degree centigrade plus 273 will be 273 kelvins. Final temperature 20 degree centigrade, 20 plus 273 293 kelvins. Yes, it is given, and change in temperature is 293 minus 273 20 kelvins. Coefficient of linear expansion of aluminium is given, which is 2.5 into 10 ki power minus 5. Increase in volume, we have to calculate the increase in the volume by using this formula, as I told you in the while reading this lesson number 8. We have this formula to calculate the change in length by putting the values 2.5 into 10 ki power minus 5 multiplied by 20. Yes, we will get our answer, which will be 0.001 meters. We can convert it into centimeters by multiplying it with help of 100. Problem number 8.4. A balloon contains 1.2 meters cube air at 15 degrees centigrade. Find its volume at 40 degrees centigrade. Thermal coefficient of volume expansion of air is 3.67 into 10 ki power minus 3. Original volume is given, initial temperature is given, final temperature is given. Change in temperature will be 313 minus 288. When we will subtract the initial temperature and the final temperature, we will get the change in temperature, which will be 25 kelvins. Coefficient of volume expansion of air is beta 3.67 into 10 ki power minus 3 kelvins. We have to find out the volume. To calculate the volume, this formula is given in your lesson number 8. Volume is equal to original volume 1 plus beta change in temperature. By putting all these values in the above equation, yes, this formula, we will get the volume. Next, numerical number 8.5. How much heat is required to increase the temperature of 0.5 kilograms of water from 10 degrees centigrade to 65 degrees centigrade? Mass of water is given, initial temperature is given, final temperature is given. We can easily find out the change in temperature by calculating the or subtracting the initial temperature from the final temperature. 338 minus 283, so the change in temperature will be 55 kelvins. We have to calculate the heat. To calculate the heat, we have this equation, which is given in your unit number 8. Change in heat is equal to m, yes, mass of the body, specific heat capacity, and change in temperature. By calculating all these three values, we will get the change in the heat, or the amount of heat observed by the body. Problem number 8.6. An electric heater supplies heat at the rate of 1000 joules per second. How much time is required to raise the temperature of 200 grams of water from 20 degrees centigrade to 90 degrees centigrade? Power is given, which is 1000 joules per second. Mass of water is given, which is 200 grams. We can easily convert it into kilograms by dividing it with the help of 1000. Initial temperature is given, final temperature is given. Yes, we can easily find out the change in temperature by subtracting the initial temperature and the final temperature. 363 minus 293, the answer is 70 kelvins. So specific heat of water is 4200 joules kilograms Kelvin. We have to find out the time t. Power is equal to W over T, and we know that W is equal to Q over T. To calculate the specific the amount of heat, P into T will be Q. So we know that Q is equal to mass of the body, specific heat capacity, and change in temperature. So to calculate the T, we take it on the left hand side and all other values on the left hand side, on the right hand side. So unknown value will be on the left hand side and all the known values will be on the right hand side. By putting the values of M, mass, specific heat capacity, temperature, and power, by calculating this, we will get the time, which is 58.8 seconds. Next problem, numerical problem 8.7. How much ice will melt by 5000 joules of heat? Latent heat of fusion of ice is 336,000 joules kilograms. Amount of heat required to melt ice is given, which is 50,000 joules. Latent heat of fusion of ice will be given, which is 336,000 joules kilograms. Amount, we have to find out the amount of the ice. Mass of the ice. To calculate the mass, we have this formula. delta QF is equal to mass into HF. To calculate the mass, the unknown value is the mass, so we take it on the left hand side and all other values on the right hand side. By putting the values, we will get the answer. Find the non-numerical number 8.8. Find the quantity of heat needed to melt 100 grams of ice at minus 10 degrees centigrade into water at 10 degrees centigrade. Note specific heat of ice is 2100 joules kilograms per Kelvin. Specific heat of water is given, which is 4200 joules kilogram Kelvin. Latent heat of fusion of ice is 336000 joules kilograms. So mass of ice is given. We can easily convert it into kilograms by dividing it with the help of 1000. Yes. Specific heat of ice is given, latent heat of fusion of ice is given, specific heat of water is given. We have to calculate the quantity of heat required. So heat gained by ice from minus 10 degrees centigrade to 0 degrees centigrade. So first of all, we will calculate the Q1. Then we will calculate the Q2. To calculate the Q1, we have this formula, as we have used this formula in the above numericals also. Then we will calculate the amount of Q2, heat required to ice for ice to melt. After finding the Q2, the value of Q2, we will calculate the value of Q3, heat required to raise the temperature of water from 0 degrees centigrade to 10 degrees centigrade with the help of the same formula. Now we will get the value of Q1, Q2, Q3. We can easily calculate the value of Q, because Q is equal to Q1, Q plus Q2 plus Q3. By calculating the values, by adding all these values, we will get the value of Q, which is 39900 joules. Numerical number 8.9. How much heat is required to change 100 grams of water at 100 degrees centigrade into steam? Latent heat of vaporization of water is 2.26 into 10 to the power 6 joules kilograms. So mass of water is given in grams. We can convert it into kilograms by dividing 1000. Latent heat of vaporization of water is given. We have to calculate the heat required by using this formula. Delta QV is equal to mass into HV. We will put all the values, given values, in this formula. We will get the answer of Q, delta Q. Question number 8.10. Find the temperature of water after passing 5 grams of steam at 100 degrees centigrade through 500 grams of water at 10 degrees centigrade. So note, specific heat of water, we know about it, which is 4200 joules kilograms Kelvin. Latent heat of vaporization of water is also given, which is 2.26 into 10 to the power 6 joules kilograms. So mass of steam is given in grams. We can convert it into kilograms. Temperature of steam is given. Yes, mass of water is given. Temperature of water is given. We have to calculate the final temperature. So latent heat lost by stream is Q1, which is equal to mass into length. Q1, by calculating or adding the values in this formula, we will get the value of Q1. In case 2, heat lost by steam to attain final temperature. Yes, we can calculate that Q2 by using this formula, M1C delta T. Yes, by adding the values, we will get the Q2. In case 3, heat gained by water, Q3 is equal to M2 C delta T. By adding the values in this formula, we will get the value of Q3. According to the law of heat exchange, heat lost by stream is equal to heat gained by water. So Q1 plus Q2 is equal to Q3. By adding the values of Q1 and Q2, we will get the value of Q3. So here we have another thing which is T3. We will take it on the left hand side and other values on the right hand side. So T3 will be 16.2 degrees centigrade. This is all for today. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.